Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this one, we're talking about the New Zealand dollar and why it's so strong, um, and why it's been so strong for the last 2 months, and why it's likely going to continue to be strong. So let's get right into it. The New Zealand dollar essentially has been fueled by their central bank, right? Their central bank is way more hawkish than most of the other major central banks out there. And for those of you who aren't aware, hawkish just means they're concerned about inflation and they're looking to tighten up policy, which means taking away quantitative easing and increasing interest rates. So that is bullish for the New Zealand dollar. When any central bank tightens policy, that's bullish for the currency of whatever country it is. So essentially, the market has been pricing in this very hawkish, RBNZ, right? Reserve Bank New Zealand. That's their central bank. The market's been pricing that in. That's why I've been looking for New Zealand dollar longs for the last month or two, because they're way ahead of the curve, right? Unless something really bad happens in New Zealand, it should continue to be bought, right? Because it is definitely should be stronger than most of the other currencies, or G8 currencies at least. So the RBNZ is looking to potentially raise interest rates. First major G8 country to do that. First major G8 country to raise interest rates. They're looking at doing it this month in August, which is insane, and that's why we've seen these crazy moves lower and higher for New Zealand dollar pairs, right? New Zealand dollar is just very, very strong right now for very good reason. So I'm definitely bullish on the New Zealand dollar. I have been for the last month or so, and I'm going to continue to be bullish even after this next meeting, because they're expected to increase rates a few times this year. Increase rates 2 or 3 times this year, of course, if nothing really negative happens. That's very bullish, and of course, it's going to continue to accelerate it, New Zealand dollar, until they are finished with these next 2 or 3 rate increases, and then we'll go from there and see what happens after that. But essentially, I'm bullish on New Zealand dollar for sure, looking for pullbacks on New Zealand dollar pairs before getting in. That's how I'm going to be trading it. Right, just looking to pair it with some weak currencies and ride the trend. That's what I do best, and that is my bias. And really, the last day it's been fueled, especially because data just came out for New Zealand. It was employment data, and the employment numbers were very good. Their unemployment dropped by like 0.4%. I forgot the exact number, but insane employment numbers came out, which further fuels the RBNZ to start tightening. So that gave it a little extra fuel in the last 24 hours, but still bullish, regardless of how the data came out. And even if it didn't come out that exceptional, the central bank is still very, very hawkish. So that wouldn't have made a huge difference. But this just accelerates it a little bit. So anyways, that's what I'm looking for the next 2 weeks and even beyond. Bullish on the New Zealand dollar, and for that reason basically alone, right? And of course, they're handling COVID decently well. Just nothing really too negative happening over there. So that's why, the New Zealand dollar has been heading higher for the last month or so, especially against weaker currencies like the Australian dollar, right? We can see, look at this downtrend. Yeah, very nice, very clear. So this is a decent pair to look to take a short trade on if we end up getting a pullback. So without further ado, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you gained value, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.